We did it! Yes. We did it, Hayley! We finally took over! SAVI CHIX! We're here. We're here. We're live, and Shantelle is nowhere to be seen.
Yeah,
thank goodness.
Excellent.
Excuse me? What do you think you're doing?
Oh! Hi! Wait a second. Shantelle? Are you really the real Shantelle?
Yes, and this is my spot. What are you doing in my chair?
Well, it's our chair now. Although I'm not sure that you're the real Shantelle Seville. You must prove to us that you are the real Shantelle. Tell us, where are you right now?
Well, I'm in Saskatoon. I told everyone I was going to be coming live and doing my show from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Canada.
Huh. Canada. Why are you there?
Well, this is where I'm from. I have to come visit sometime, so I came to visit, and I'm going to run the SAVI CHIX show from here. I didn't ask. I don't even know, how did you get in the studio?
Well, we got through the studio through very sneaky ninja means. But for now, we have taken over your show, Shantelle, and the only way that you can get it back is by answering our questions. Are you ready?
Well, yeah. What? Well, I don't understand why I have to answer questions. It's my show.
Well, you're in Canada right now, so. Anyway, first question. Where did you grow up? And tell us about your life journey.
Well, I mean, I've lived in a few places, so which one do you want to know? Where I started or where I am? How am I going to answer this right? I just want my show back.
Let's start with where you're from. Canada, right?
Well, yes. My accent. Hello, it's me.
Tell us about your life growing up, about your family, and the things that a certain animal, perhaps?
Well, I love dogs and horses, and I grew up on a farm. When I was young, grew up on a farm in Kenora, Saskatchewan. My grandparents were around there. It was their farm, and after that I lived in Yorkton, and then I lived in Saskatoon. So does that answer your question?
I suppose so. Sure. Yeah.
I feel like I'm calling the bank. They make me answer all the security questions. So is that right? Or can I have my show back?
Well, that's one right. We still have many more to ask. Tell us about, did you play any sports as a kid? Or were you on any teams or clubs?
I played lots of sports. When I was a little girl, I used to dance. I was in jazz dancing, and I loved cheerleading. And I played every sport in high school. I played basketball, volleyball, track, soccer, rugby, wrestling, you name it. I played everything.
I see. Good answer. Hayley, what else should we ask her?
Did you have any favorite interests as a kid?
Yeah, favorite interests. Well, being outdoors. I love being outdoors, and like I said before, I love horses and playing with my friends, climbing trees, and
Wait a second. Is that an Australian accent that you have?
well, maybe a little bit, I guess, because I lived there for a while too.
Tell us about Australia, Shantelle.
Okay, well, I went to Australia when I was 18, and I went on a one-year working holiday because I always wanted to go somewhere warm since Saskatoon is so cold and gets to minus 40 in the winter. So I went to Australia, and I traveled for the year. Then I went home and went back, and I did my marketing degree in Australia. And what else did I do there? I finished my marketing degree, and I worked for Audi in marketing for a while, and what else? I had my family come visit me in Australia, And I made lots of friends, and I used to wakeboard and lived most of my time in Melbourne. I studied at RMIT University, Bachelor of Business and Marketing. And surely this is me. I mean, I'm answering all the right questions, right? Am I missing anything?
So far, you've gotten them right, according to our notes. Let's see. What else happened in Australia? Wasn't SAVI CHIX? Or didn't that originate in Australia as well?
Well, it did actually. When I'd been working for Audi in marketing, and then I ran a gifts business called Eloquence, which was part of Corporate Edge marketing. And then at that time, I decided that I wanted to do something a little bit more where I can help society more. So I took a leap of faith and created SAVI Life and SAVI CHIX. And that is when SAVI CHIX was born in Melbourne, Australia, and it started off slow with me doing some inspired action coaching and helping people create healthy lifestyles and activities, all different types of things like yoga and force polo and Pilates. I would take groups of ladies out to do healthy activities in Melbourne, so it gave us something else to do instead of, going out and only partying. I wanted to create a healthier, more positive society. So that's where SAVI CHIX was born.
Was there a specific platform SAVI CHIX was originally on besides, because I know now it's on ThinkTech. So was there a show or an online stream that you were a part of that you got the word out to?
Well, as far as online, I always had the website, and I had the Shantelle Seville, so my own personal YouTube, and a SAVI CHIX YouTube, and all my social media. So there was a lot of different social media I had and to get the word out. And it was a lot of word of mouth because as people would come, they felt really good about themselves and they would tell their friends, and then we'd start doing more activities and different types. And then I started getting known for that, and I started speaking at health and fitness expos and corporate companies and things like that. So that's how the word just starts traveling.
What was the biggest event that you ever spoke at for SAVI CHIX?
Well, probably the Sydney Health and Fitness Expo, I'd have to say. That or the Ascom School in Sydney, Australia, the Ascom Girls School there. So they're both quite large, but I'd have to say the Sydney Health and Fitness Expo. I did it 2 years.
Interesting.
My 7 steps to a healthier you.
Alrighty. Could you tell us more about SAVI CHIX and what your goals are?
Well, my goals for SAVI CHIX are to inspire the young girls of the future to not be hoodlums and break into my studio like you guys. But it is really to inspire young women of the future to go out and pursue their dreams and goals and to be healthy, fit, and confident. And with the show, just interviewing different inspirational people who have really neat careers, so it gives young women and girls something to aspire to, as well as featuring SAVI CHIX on the mission SAVI CHIX, so those girls out there doing something really on their own accord and need a bit of help getting some more exposure. I want to put them and shine them in the light and really just create a more healthy and active society of people doing and pursuing what they love. That's my real mission, SAVI CHIX.
Oh, mission SAVI CHIX, yeah! I mean, could you please tell us about who your last guest on mission SAVI CHIX was?
Well, that was Marlena Berzins. She's a sailor from Sydney, Australia. She's 17, and her mission is to get to the Olympics in 2020, and that's what I want to help her with, so that she can get to the Olympics.
She's good. Let's see. Who first hosted you for SAVI CHIX?
Well, Jay Fidel, of course, from ThinkTech Hawaii.
And how did you get in contact with ThinkTech Hawaii?
Well, this is an interesting one. So when I moved from Sydney, Australia to Hawaii, I wasn't sure how I was going to continue doing SAVI CHIX and to have a show because I didn't know where I'd even start. So I was on the beach watching a new mermaid friend of mine, Mermaid Carrie L, who's also been on the SAVI CHIX show. And it was a friend of hers, Danny, that was on the beach, and I was explaining to her my vision and what I wanted to do and how I wanted to have a show and inspire girls. And she said, hey, you should look up this place called ThinkTech. And I didn't realize what it was. But it turns out it's exactly what I was looking for. And only a couple weeks later, I was at a international women's breakfast with the Australian consulate in Honolulu, and I just got an intuitive thing to call that studio. So I just looked up the number, called it, and Jay answered, and before you knew it, I was in the studio, and he said, "Do you want a show?" I said, "Of course I want a show." And that's where it all began, and that was a very, very exciting opportunity, which has now turned amazing.
Alrighty. Huh. She's good.
Pretty
She's
convincing.
good. Yeah. I think I'm convinced, Hayley, that this is Shantelle Seville. Huh.
Indeed.
Well, let's just take a minute to contemplate this revelation and really digest the fact that we were caught. But we're going to take a short break, and we'll be back soon.
Hello, I'm Crystal from Quack Talk. I've got a new show here. You've got to tune in. Check out my topics on sensitive, provocative female issues. So Tuesday mornings, 10 o'clock. Don't miss it. It's going to be fun and dangerous.
Hi, my name is Justine Spiritu. This is my co-host Matthew Johnson. Every Thursday at 4 p.m. we host the Hawaii Food and Farmers series. This is the place you can come to for insight on the perspective and history and passions of Hawaii's farmers and all folks involved in Hawaii's local food system. What kind of folks do we have on?
So we have everyone from local farmers, we have foodies, chefs, we also have journalists, researchers, anyone who's actually working to help make Hawaii's local food system that much better.
So join us every Thursday and tweet into us and ask us some questions and leave your comments as well. Thank you.
Aloha! How you doing there, lassies and laddies? This is Angus McTech here on ThinkTech Hawaii, and my favorite show, Hibachi Talk, with my good old buddies Gordo the Texara and Andrew the security guy. Please join us every Monday. No, it's Friday. Every Friday from 1 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. here on ThinkTech Hawaii, and you can also find us on YouTube. Hibachi Talk. Aloha!
Hello, we're back, and Shantelle, we're back with Shantelle Seville on SAVI CHIX, and this show is actually pretty comfortable, you know?
Yeah.
I like it here.
You're just chilling.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's continue talking about SAVI CHIX and the show. Now that we know that you are the real Shantelle. Why don't you tell us, what would you say is your most memorable guest on the show?
Oh, my most memorable guest. I'd have to say it is Mermaid Cariel, because, I mean, who else is a mermaid as a profession, really? And that's the whole thing. If you can be a mermaid as a profession, you can do anything. So I think I'd have to say Mermaid Cariel. Maybe now you guys, even though you've hijacked my show, you're quite funny.
We're just that. We aspire to be great, Shantelle. Great. Just like you. We're actually huge fans.
Yes.
But now we have your show, so haha. Let's see. Why don't you tell us your life and experience as a ThinkTech host?
Life and experience as a ThinkTech host. Well, I love it. I actually love going to the studio every Wednesday. I love going to the studio and the team. The team's awesome. Everyone on the team is so cool, and it's fun because it allows me to be creative, and that's what I love. And I get to choose the guests and help, think of what I'd like it to be about. And then it's also cool seeing all the different backgrounds of the screens that the production engineers already picks. And yeah, it gives me exposure to be able to do what I love and shine in my own light and purpose. And I'm very grateful. So I think, yeah, it's pretty fun and cool. And all my guests always like coming in the studio, and most people like sharing their story. So it gives me a really good avenue to do what I love and love what I do.
How do you find guests, by the way?
How do I find them? So usually I actually have access to a lot of people because I'm a bit of a connector. So I usually approach them. They're generally people I know, and if I think that they're inspiring and would love to have them on the show, I ask, and they pretty much always say yes if they're available. So I'm quite lucky like that. But I think it's also because they care about the next generation of women and girls, and they want to help that too. So I'm looking for anyone, more inspiring guests, more mission savvy chicks out there. So hopefully, it'll keep getting bigger and bigger, and we'll get more and more guests. And as people come in from out of town, or even celebrities on the show, it'd be great to have some more of that. So it's just the beginning.
Yeah, it is just beginning now that it's under new management. Hayley, did we have any other questions about Hawaii?
Yes. Since we're going to be taking over your show, we want to know, do you have any tips for being a good host?
Well, if you're going to take over my show, I'm not sure that that's a good idea to give you tips. Maybe I can have you help me with the show, and then I can give you some tips for being a good host. I can actually, you know what? It's not about you guys right now. I'm going to give the viewers some tips on being a good host if they want to have their own shows. Because I'm taking my show back, ladies. I'll have you know. So for those of you who would like to host or be a good host, I think it's all about caring about your guests and genuinely wanting to know them and know about them and connecting with them and just being authentic. So you're actually talking to someone and really caring about who they are and what they want to achieve. I think that's what it takes.
Wise words. Yes. Why don't you tell us more? I'm curious to know more about your life in Hawaii. So, what made you want to move to Hawaii specifically?
Well, it wasn't actually my initiated choice. So there was a man in my life who I've been with for quite a while, and he actually got a position in Hawaii, and that's how we sort of ended up all the way over there. So I actually was, really building Savvy Chicks bigger and bigger in Sydney, Australia, and then got the note that it was time to go. And I figured since Hawaii is beautiful and there's lots of a healthy lifestyle there, and I was hoping I'd get a show, then I thought, okay, well, let's do this. So that's how I got to Hawaii.
I see. If you were ever to build Savvy Chicks in another location, do you have any idea where you would go to next?
Well, the place that always brings to mind is LA. So perhaps LA. I've already covered Melbourne and Sydney and Hawaii. So next would potentially be LA. But I'm open to suggestion, or, I'd like Savvy Chicks to grow. So if there's other people that I can get involved with to help the brand grow and the videos and the show, I mean, who knows where it can go? I'm open to it. The more folks can inspire, the better.
Do you have anywhere international in mind, maybe?
International? Yeah, that's a good question you ask, actually. I mean, we could go to Europe, go to South Africa, anywhere that there's young people, I'm willing to be there. Online is the best because we can reach everyone.
Let's see. Well, you've been Canada, Australia, Hawaii, lots of places. I really think that
Where do you
Savvy
think we
Chicks,
should go?
Savvy Chicks can really, really go far and reach girls everywhere, which is really what inspired me and Hayley to be the best that we can be, and also take over your show, but also be really, really aspiring individuals. So thank you, Shantelle, for inspiring us.
What do you aspire to? I'm taking back a little bit of my show now. I want to know what you aspire to do.
Oh, the tables have turned, Hayley. Well, personally, me, I really aspire to be a filmmaker, especially a local filmmaker. And Hayley?
Oh, yeah. I want to be a video editor later.
So, yeah.
Now, more people as ThinkTech grows, they're going to need more as well.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You might have to break in to that part of the studio next time.
Write that down, Hayley. Next. We're in the wrong room.
No more breaking in. It's not a good idea. We're here to help and lift you up. That's what Savvy Chicks is for, so that you don't feel like you have to do it on your own.
Oh, thank you, Shantelle. Let's see. Did we have any other questions about Hawaii or?
Do you have any closing thoughts on today?
Well, firstly, it's been really fun, even though my show has been hijacked, and I had a whole nother plan for today. So, yeah, that's, I was going to have Beyonce on, but I guess I've been hijacked, so now she's not going to be on this week, so I'll have to call her another time. Other thoughts are, I'm really grateful to have done this show with you guys because it's so fun, and I love inspiring girls, especially the two of you, because I know you now. Now that you've had your sunglasses off, I recognize that you're the interns from ThinkTech. Naughty, naughty, naughty.
Uh-oh.
We've been caught. Hayley, we've been caught.
Oh no.
Find you. But I mean, I believe in you, and I believe that even sometimes when people do things that aren't the best, that there's still hope and light for your future. So I mean, we're gonna take you under our wings and make sure that you continue to go towards your goals and aspire and be the best you can be, as we'll continue to do this for more SAVI Chicks. So what you can do now as punishment is make sure that everyone you know at your school and your university know about SAVI Chicks, and let's start inspiring and empowering more girls and women and young women all together. How does that sound?
I think that sounds acceptable. We're sorry for stealing your show, Shantelle. We just really wanted to do our best and aspire to be like you, inspiring other people. But I guess through SAVI Chicks ThinkTech, maybe that's not the way for us. Yeah.
No.
Alrighty. So I believe we are just about out of time. Thank you so much, Shantelle, sorry, Shantelle, for stealing your show, first of all. And thank you so much for talking with us anyway,
Thanks.
Thank you for joining us, and I guess we'll have to give your show back for next week.
Oh well.
Darn. Alrighty. Aloha.
Hey, aloha, Holman and Sweets in Saskatoon for hosting me.